Hi, it's Mark again here with a quick tutorial on how to create, in this particular case, a soldier's helmet, but a German helmet from the Second World War period. Now, Control-Shift-K, just going to go into cylinder like so. Now, if I had 1 by 1 by 1, which is meter, it would be that shape. What I want is just to have it about 5 centimeters wide, so it's 0.05 and 18 sides, just to make it a good circle. Control-Shift-K, then we'll come into here, we'll go onto the edge, and if we loop it, we can select all of them at once, which is quite a handy little tool. Now, from there, I just want to pull this out a bit. The reason being, the German helmet is not completely round, so you need to just widen it slightly. You'll see why in a moment. So from there, I'm keeping all those little edges selected. We want to go to extrude. Now, in particular case with extrude, let's go for 1 meter and click on extrude. That's probably a bit big, so we'll just go back to extrude and say 0.5. Now the shortcut for extrude is Control E. So from there, you're probably aware that when you go to the move, rotate or scale, you can press the keyboard, W for move, E for rotate and R for the scale tool. So I'm just going to press W to go back to there, to the move tool. Then I'm just going to bring this down. Now, at the moment we've got 0.1, which is okay. So it's coming down 0.1, so I can gradually bring that out like so. I'm going to Control and E again, come down, Control E again, come down. So what I'm doing effectively is, I'll show you again, is I'm keeping the Control key down, left clicking on that arrow to bring it down. And if we do that again, we can gradually bring this down. You can see you're starting to get a decent shape. So we'll do it again like so. Now that's probably not too bad. And then let's do one more, and I think that will probably do. Now if you look at this, you can see that can be the front here. So we'll kind of guess that we want 5 of these areas. If I go a bit closer up, you can see they're quite thin, but if you select them, which is a little bit fiddly, bearing in mind I'm keeping the Control key down whilst selecting them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm going to do now is keep the Control key down, left click and bring this up like so. I won't bring it up horizontal, it's probably not out far enough, so again Control and bring it out a little bit. Maybe just down 1 more like so. Now this is the basic, and if you look at that, we're kind of getting the rough idea. Now if we Control and Z to go back to there, we'll then go to loop again. Maybe just bring that down a bit more and possibly bring it out. So we'll go to the scale and just bring that out just a bit more. I think probably now we need to bring that back a bit more. Go to Shift and just bring that in a little bit more. So we've got the rough idea. Now I'm going to keep on the face, and we'll select hidden, which means when I select everything like so, it's going to do inside out, so on and so forth. Go to the smoothing tool, click on one, and you've got a nice smooth helmet like so. And if you go and choose the whole lot, you can go and pick up a colour. So we're going to go to the colours. I've got a few here, and we won't do that one, or maybe do that one, or possibly a slightly darker one. Like so. Let's say just choose black. You can see now that that looks rubbish. So I really can't use this, can I? I'm just going to bring that down to 0.5 and maybe 0.5. Now, when you look at this, you can see that this has gone slightly wrong, but you don't have to worry, because you can loop that, and clearly that needs to come out a bit more. Now again, if you look at this, you might think, not totally happy with that. So I'm going to choose these. So I'm keeping the control key down, choosing these carefully. Press W to bring back to the move tool. Maybe just bring that up a little bit more. You can see now that you're getting the shapes. If you go to the vertex tool, you can see that because it's they're rather sharp edges. You can go there, you can see sharp edges there. So if you want to try and round them off, you can go, say for instance, just to choose these two, subdivide edges on the left there, let's say add 2, and if I choose subdivide edges, which Alt S does the same thing, and what have we got? Go to the vertex, and you can see we've now got more vertices to work with. So what we can do is maybe bring them up slightly, and maybe bring that up slightly, possibly bring them down, and now we're starting to get a little bit more of a roundedness. It's not perfect and it takes a bit of tweaking, but if we went to 0.05, we could bring that up just a tiny bit. So in this particular case, like so again, we could maybe bring that over. You can see where this is going. I'm not going to do it all because it's going to take too long, but you get the idea. Click on smooth again, that's going to smooth that off, and you can see you're starting to get a nice, more rounded edge. And you can do the same on this side with the vertices as well. Alright, so you can get an idea of how you can produce these things quite easily. Hopefully that gives you an idea of the kind of things you can do, which possibly some people may have not thought possible in Probuilder. It's amazing what you can do with it. If you just use a bit of imagination and think about it. I think the main thing is the vertices. Once you start working with vertices, it's amazing what shapes you can make, like so. And that seems to be the main thing that gives you the control you need. Hopefully this can give you some inspiration to produce other things. Thanks very much for watching.